weed disappear, you plant the flower as much as you want in your garden so that there's no more space for the weed to grow. Tomorrow you will listen more about this topic on how to embrace our mind. So this is the basis of the foundation of our ethics too. How to conduct our action. So in the traditional word, we can say, do the good things, stop doing something that is not beneficial, and if you have been doing things that are beneficial, please continue to do. And if you find yourself do something unbeneficial for yourself, stop doing it. Transform it. So that is the basic of how we conduct our action. So meditation is also for diligence. It's a kind of cultivation. So meditation is not something passive. It's a very active action to cultivate something inside of us, or the things that we need to cultivate. Because every single person has different needs. Different cultivation. Yeah. So we have the 5 mindfulness training that help us to cultivate the beneficial and to be aware of the non-beneficial. And when we talk about beneficial and non-beneficial, we talk about individual and collective. It's not about you only, but your surrounding. Especially as a teacher, you always have your satellite around you. So when you have joy, you know that your joy will impact your surrounding. When you have anger, your anger will impact your surrounding. When you are having a bad mood, your mood will impact your surrounding. So beneficial and non-beneficial is not individual, but also collective. So I will read the introduction of the 5 mindfulness trainings. So I will introduce you what is the 5 mindfulness trainings. The mindfulness trainings represent the Buddhist vision for a global spirituality and ethics. They are a concrete expression of the Buddha's teachings on the 4 Noble Truths and the 8 Noble Paths, the path of the right understanding and true love, leading to healing, transformation, and happiness for ourselves and for the world. To practice the 5 mindfulness training is to cultivate the insight of interbeing. So yesterday we have learned the interbeing of times. We also learned the interbeing between us and the food yesterday. We also have interbeing towards our genetic ancestor. We also have interbeing with our environment. The trees are also our lungs. It can be our lungs outside the body, and we have lungs inside the body. And many other things. The insight of interbeing or right view, which can remove all discrimination, intolerance, anger, fear, and despair. If we live according to the 5 mindfulness trainings, we are already on the path of a bodhisattva. Bodhi means awaken, sattva means beings. So someone who is awake, who is mindful, who has understanding, who has the right view. Knowing we are on the path, we are not lost in confusion about our life in the present or in fear about the future. So this is very important to have no confusion in the present, because our present is also our future, is also our past. We have learned that. So the future is pretty much related to fear, because the future is always in the form of unknown. And when we are unknown, we don't feel safe, right? But actually, we just need to be patient a little bit. Let's say you start to worry about how should I go home on the 6th. It is unknown. Stop worrying about it. You have time. If you want to worry about it, maybe on the 5th evening. It's not too bad. You still have more times to relax, right? So in the practice of mindfulness, you are not kind of like, we are not forbidden to be suffer or forbidden to feel worry. We are not forbidden to feel angry. We are not forbidden to be worried. Instead, we want to be authentic. We need to have a real worry. We need to have a real anger. We need to have a real anxiety in order to be able to embrace that, to accept, to take care, and to transform. If you are afraid of your anxiety, how can you embrace anxiety? You're already fearful when it comes out. Yeah? So learning to embrace is to be authentic and to be vulnerable too. So mindfulness practice is not against worries or against fear, but instead we want to recognize it and accept it and embrace it. So these trainings also allow us to be courageous, to be brave, because our brave is not like a blind brave. Huh? It's a clarity. You have clarity. You have peace. You have right view. You understand. That's why we are become courageous. These few days you have been practicing trusting your body, slow down, changing the way you eat, changing the way you walk, and now you can feel it in your body, in your mind too. And you start to feel more confident in what you are doing. So mindfulness training are like this too. And these 5 mindfulness training cover 5 areas of our life. The first one is reverence for life, is a way to look at our violence, which is most needed nowadays, to check the temperature of our violence, consciously or unconsciously. Because nowadays it's very collective. The polarization is so obvious. Every time we have polarization, we have fear, we have confusion, and we also have many other kind of non-beneficial, especially violence. Because polarization is to split and to against each other. The second one is about true happiness. We put the word true happiness because there are happiness that is not true or dangerous. There are some things that feel very good, but it's very dangerous for our happiness. Here we call it, we say that we need to be aware of running after wealth, fame, power, and sensual pleasure. They all produce good feeling, but they are dangerous for our happiness. Anybody here, the teacher that teach the subject of happiness at school? Or any university you have happiness subject? Okay, some of you. We need to have more.
Excuse me, can you repeat fame, power?
Fame, power, and sensual pleasure. There are more actually. There are also luxurious food, fancy food, oversleeping. They are all good. Yeah. The third one is true love. To learn about love, to observe about love inside of us. It's important, it's our food. Everybody needs some love. Yesterday we sing, huh? But sometimes we mix up with sex. Sexuality can be one way to express love, but that is not the only way. As a monk, I don't know how many consultations that I have, that a relationship broken because of that. People are so afraid when we lose the electricity in relationship. But so we can explore more how to love. For myself, since I practice celibacy, I feel much love than before. It's very strange. So because we think that love is in sex, but actually in this training tell us that love is not sex. So we split them and we explore them separately. And later on you want to merge them, it's up to you. And sometimes we think that couple relationship, nowadays there's a lot of relationship unit. And we start to compare which unit that is the best. And this is very tough for the young people to choose. And we heard about monogamous exclusive. Have you heard about that? Do you know what does it mean?
Yeah.
What does it mean? Monogamous exclusive, what does it mean?
I think it's just one.
Yeah. You have two people and close for anyone. Nobody can enter to these two people. So they call monogamous close relationship. And there is another one called monogamous open relationship. Have you heard about that? Yes, we heard about that. And there's another one called polyamory exclusive. It's only when it is agreed together then you can open that relationship to add more people inside. And there is another one is polyamory open. And there are many other kinds of relationship unit. And this is happening. In the past generation is easy, you just need to look for a partner and that's all. And the new generation, they have more challenges for that. And we think that this unit is better than that unit, and that unit is better than that unit. And it can create a lot of suffering. And sometimes we have social pressure. And some young people start to feel a little bit ashamed when they share that they are monogamous. Because it sounds like too old version. So out of date. But as I have talked to many other people, none of them are true. None of them are better with each other. For me, I have met the one who are monogamous. They have also a failure in relationship. Those who are open also fail. Those who are polyamory also experience failure. Those who are polyamory open also experience failure. Not talking about love relationship, even connection with blood, with family, we also broke. So we have something, we need to have homework on love. How can we love? So this is very important in these trainings. So if your student discuss about this to you, please talk about love. No matter what relationship unit. We should tell them that any relationship unit, it does not really matter. If the connection is not good, if the Wi-Fi is not good, don't talk about any website. Okay? So love is so important. The next one is loving speech and deep listening. You will practice it tonight in the workshop. Okay? It's about how to listen, how to talk, how to be present in communication. Nowadays, our communication is so good. but we have not good communication either. Many ways to connect very quickly. You don't need 3 days for post office nowadays. In second you receive the information. But somehow now the communication become a big problem. Yeah? So it's very contradictory. We need to take a look on how we communicate in speaking and listening. Nourishment and healing, that is the last one. How we eat. How do we eat? It means put energy in. Because nothing can survive without food. So we need to put something in order to survive. Even your anger needs food. Let's say you are angry with someone telling you something that you don't like, and you get hurt from that sentence. And to make that anger alive, you have to play the film again and again. You need to repeat what that person tells you in your head in order to feel anger and angry and more angry and more angry. In Buddhism, we have 4 ways of eating. We call it 4 nutriment. The first one is edible food. From edible food, we can produce energy. And the second one is sense impression. Our eyes, our ear, our nose, our tongue, etc. And nowadays, our biggest snack, our junk food nowadays is not the soft drink, it's not the chips, but our phone. The algorithm that we are watching, it becomes our junk food nowadays. And we may believe that the world is our algorithm. So the practice of mindfulness is to create a new algorithm inside of us, to interrupt the old algorithm and to build a new algorithm. So the right diligence is a little bit like for that. You interrupt the non-beneficial algorithm and you change it into the new algorithm. And the 5 mindfulness training is also for that. To recognize the non-beneficial algorithm and to see what you can do to cultivate the new algorithm that is more beneficial. The third one is the volition. What is in our aspiration? When we have volition, we can have a lot of aspiration. We can have a lot of energy. And the energy can go beyond the normal human being. And we have seen in our life, there are many of them. Like Mother Teresa. There are many others who have so much power, energy, to serve the society, to make change. Where are their energy come from? Do they have 48 hours per day, or why they can do so much things? It's because of the volition. What is the deep volition that we have? And our deepest volition should come from love and understanding. It's not come from obsession of something that we chase after. The last one is consciousness, the food of consciousness. Coming to this retreat, what is our collective consciousness every day? Can somebody say something? Like, what is our collective consciousness these few days? That you feel when everyone come together, what is the collective consciousness? When you are in the train station, what is the collective consciousness here?
Rush.
Huh?
Laziness, hurry, stress.
In the train station. And that is something we eat. And here,
Peace.
we have peace, we have collective consciousness of everyone take care of themselves. So you feel care collectively. Everyone is being present, and it also become presence. Yeah. So we do need to have this kind of gathering in the regular basis. So with your local community, build teacher community. We also have international teachers community, which we will present to you on the 5th. So that we have a space where everyone can come in order to change consciousness for a while. Maybe online you meet 2.5 hours or 2 hours, but that 2 hours is to have the collective of consciousness, of peace, of self-care, of mindfulness, to just balance of the collective consciousness that you are blending in during the day, during the week, and during the month. Sometimes in the professional setting, when you are inside, the collective energy is competition maybe. The collective consciousness is competition or stress. So we need to be aware of it and generate a new kind of point of view and a new kind of consciousness. Simply by just coming back to our breathing, our step, you already changed something in the collective consciousness. So we can train that to solidify our practice in our workplace. I know that some of you has built the teacher community, small teacher community in the school, so that you can have this collective consciousness also between colleagues. And in this retreat, we have teachers who are more than 40 years. We have teacher of 1 year. You have teacher next year. Some of you are still learning, study to be teacher. It's a very good moment to know each other, who are more experienced, can be the mentor of those who are new. We should ask question, how can you stay as a teacher for 40 years? We have to learn from them. Yeah? Because teacher is important. I share in my Dharma sharing group, I say this is a happy moment to have teachers in the circle, because I don't know how long the career of a teacher will last. AI is coming in. And we have to be a different teacher, not a teacher that provides information, but a teacher that can provide love and compassion that cannot be replaced by a machine.